Lieutenant Horn, Imperial Intelligence. I have orders to act as your liaison. I have prepared a briefing, should you require it.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Then allow me to introduce you to your target. This is Zale Barrows. After helping break the Mandalorian blockade during the war, the Republic offered him considerable latitude to plague the Empire.
Owe him a bloody lip.
Then, after the Treaty of Coruscant, the Republic retained him as their unofficial ferryman to Bellsavis.
Why would the Republic hire a war hero to run errands?
Their operations here are strictly off the books. Using Barrows ensures nothing here can be traced back to the Republic. Bellsavis is a remote iceball with minimal natural resources, the perfect place to keep things you'd rather forget. Which is why the Republic has constructed a substantial prison fortress here to hide away their undesirables.
I'm not looking to lay siege. What are our options?
Our landers can insert you into the Republic fortifications relatively near the last known location of Barrows's vessel.
Get me on the ground, Lieutenant.
It will be absolute pandemonium planetside. This is my direct holo frequency. I am on call should you need me.
Won't be dull.
What is it, Mako? I just touched down.
I've been combing through the Imperial's network since we docked. After cross-referencing their records with data on the holonet, I hit pay dirt. Surprise, surprise. There are a lot of people locked up on Bellsavis with outstanding bounties.
I'll keep an eye out for targets of opportunity.
Most aren't worth much, so I narrowed it down to the best payout. A gang of bandits who heisted a major shipment from the exchange. This one's all or nothing, so here's the complete list. Oh, and don't worry about dragging them back. These creeps are wanted dead.
Sounds like Loverboy's coming back. Ain't you gonna welcome him home?
Convict, take him.
Hey, Zale! I like your plaything. Maybe I'll keep her a while. You ain't Zale. Tell me where he's hiding, or I'm gonna crush Curly here like a bug.
I'm not with Zale, so how about you settle down before anyone has to get hurt?
Trying to play dumb? Cute. Ain't gonna work. If killing Zale's little girlfriend don't get you talking, bet I can come up with something that will.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't paint you both all over the walls and ceiling.
Huh. You really ain't with Zale. Lucky day, girlie. You're still the only one left to rat him out.
You can just shoot me. I'm not telling you anything.
Talk to me or talk to the Hawk. Who'd you rather find your boyfriend?
Please don't kill him. You don't know him. He's a good guy. Too good. I wanted to leave when the first siren sounded. Zale insisted we stay to help evacuate if things got too bad. Too bad. Understatement of the year.
Looks like that didn't go to plan.
The central power plant failed, and the hangar doors are closed. Even our ship can't put out enough juice to open them. We're trapped. Zale stormed off after some argument with the warden, said he had unfinished business. He took M30B to get the central power plant back online, said not to wait for him. That's all I know.
I can work with that. Find yourself a better hiding spot.
I can go?
You ain't going nowhere, girlie. And your boy's gonna hear all about how you died before I kill him.
I said she can leave.
And I said she ain't walking out of here.
Last chance. Let her go.
Lucky I ain't got time to peel you out of that can. Run, girlie. But when I find you, I'm gonna see how much you can scream before your lungs go.
He'll be trouble.
Cut it a little close there, Em. Nice try, but you... I'd kinda hoped the first time I met you, it'd be captaining your one-way trip to lockup.
Things rarely go the way we want them to.
That's deep. But you moonlight as a Jedi Master when you're not blowing up orphanages?
Someone's coming.
Let me in there, you little twerp! You got nowhere to run!
Friend of yours? Hate to disappoint, but even your thick skull won't break through this force field.
What are you standing around for? Let's blast this place to pieces!
I don't throw temper tantrums.
It ain't a temper tantrum! Blast the generators and Zale ain't got nowhere left to hide! Soon as this field drops, me and Zale are gonna get reacquainted.
If he's dead when I get back, I'm gonna be real upset.
Don't you worry. I plan on keeping him alive a good long time. Ready, run!
You let him get away, didn't you?
It ain't my fault! The rats scurried down this little hole while you were taking a sweet time wrecking the place! Tin Can wouldn't give up where he was going. Guess I broke it.
You can't beat answers out of a droid, moron.
Moron's what I call runty bounty hunters dumb enough to pick fights! I got an idea how to keep this heap talking. There's lots more junk like this thing walking around keeping the runts in line. They get built at a plant deeper in. Bet there's parts to hotwire this trash and shock some answers out of it.
If this is a dead end, you're taking a one-way trip.
I ain't taking the trip yet. Place is inside Max lockup. Ain't getting in there without some major boom booms. I only got this dinky piece. You blast the place up. I'll haul this junk over and grab us a couple of tech heads on the way. Deal?
I suppose I can do that.
Come on, come on. Got you right where we want you now.
Thought I smelled something burning. Found us a couple volunteers.
You can't be serious. You want us to try and fix this? There's hardly anything here worth salvaging.
I'll give you that one. I only need to get inside its head. Find me something telling me where this man is going.
I think we can handle that. Dean, grab a diagnostic pad and a hollow emitter. This might take a little while.
Done all we can. If the Imperials want those prisoners, they'll have to crack them out of the tomb. It's out of our hands now.
You can evacuate, Warden, but I spent too many years putting those fiends away to let it all be for nothing. Come on, Em. We're heading to the tomb.
What's this tomb they're talking about?
I didn't bust all the way out of Max to miss my shot at that twerp.
If the Empire has a plan for getting in the tomb, I know someone who can clue us in. My target's last known destination is something the locals are calling the tomb. What can you tell me?
Unfortunately, everything we know about the tomb comes from the Republic's limited records. It appears that most of the interaction the Republic had was with the tomb's custodial droids, and only samples were normally allowed to enter.
My intel says the tomb's been overrun.
I can confirm that. Samples were released after Operations Group 1 and 2 forced their way inside something called Eshkar. Commander Grang is in charge of gaining re-entry to the tomb. He'll be able to give you the current situation. However you get through, if you can reach these coordinates, contact me. I'll bring you up to speed on any discoveries.
I'm coming along. I ain't been waiting this long for someone else to have the pleasure of killing Zale. You get me that twerp, I show you where the law hides all the contraband on this rock. Deal?
I'll do it, against my better judgment.
A friend takes a hike too, in case you're thinking you can pull something.
Don't trust him.
I don't plan to. Keep your comm open.
Cross him, you'll regret it.
Horn, I'm in position. What have you got for me?
Analysis of data from the custodians is coming slowly, but I believe we found a solid lead. The bulk of the samples taken recently appear to have been interred in a vault we are designating Block 44. The majority of the Imperial prisoners have likely been taken there, making it the probable destination for your target.
And the remaining samples?
Operations Groups 1 and 2 identified a separate vault as the location of the Dreadmasters. Other samples were separated as well, though the reasons are unclear. Any of them could be a potential target, but our primary objective is the Dreadmasters. It's unlikely Barrows would go unnoticed. It's your call. These are Block 44's coordinates if you decide to pursue it as a lead. If Barrows is sighted elsewhere, you'll be the first to know. Horn out.
You know, twerp.
How did you... You are good. Nobody shoot. Truce. Look, we could settle our differences, but not right here. I have to stop the Empire.
Drop the blaster, Barrows.
I'm not putting down anything until these Imperial scum stay right where I put them. Maybe you never saw the footage, but I was there when they sacked Coruscant. You know how many civilians died from the bombings alone? You helped us spoil their rescue. Permanently. And I'll go quietly.
I try not to bite the hand that feeds me.
Can't blame a guy for trying. Fan out!
You're mine now, runt!
I was so close. So close!
I would know who you are and how it is you came to our rescue.
Darth Tormund hired me to deal with Captain Zale Barrows. Him.
Your master has my thanks. He will hear of your contribution to our cause. I am Lord Andreos Thos. We are what remains of Operations Group 1. Have our forces been able to free the Dread Masters?
The rescue operation's still in progress.
At least you've given me a second chance. We're standing on potential reinforcements numbering in the thousands. I must see to their release. Carry on with your business, but stay out of my way.
Been thinking about this since you dumped me on this rock, Zaley boy. Got it all worked out how you're gonna go.
Aren't you gonna do something? You came here for me. What about your bounty?
I'm delivering Barrows in the condition he's in.
We had a deal!
Consider our prior agreement void.
Fine! Lucky I still need you.
Thanks. I don't want to know what he had in store for me.
I wouldn't want it to be me.
You've been rubbing me the wrong way since I met you, but I'll let that slide if you do me a favor. I figured joining up with you's my best shot of getting off of this rock. What you say? I'll kill for you.
Fat chance, Psycho. I'm done butting heads with you.
You're wrong there. I'm leaving on your ship, with or without you. Get me?
If it gets me out of here, fine.
Smart. Real smart. Just get this little twerp out of my sight before I decide to crush him.
You here to take Barrows off my hands?
I noted your return. I figured it was safe to assume you were successful, given your reputation. I prepared a report of your success for Darth Torman. I have your compensation right here.
I think I'm due a little something extra.
I'm afraid Darth Torman has absolute authority on the matter. However, I could probably procure something with a little time. Is there anything in particular?
I'd like to know a little more about my employer.
That's a dangerous request. Unofficially, I can tell you that any concerns you may have are largely unfounded. Darth Torman has little tolerance for duplicity. If he bore you any ill will, he'd simply crush you like a bug and move on. Deal honestly with him, and you'll live longer.
Don't fault me if I keep my cards close to my vest.
I can't fault someone for being smart. I must return to my duties. Again, a pleasure.